You know what's funny? I was watching this thing with Sarah one time, and they was talking about like how we name like the different animals when we want to consume them. So like we don't say we eat cow, we say we eat beef. We don't say we eat pig, we say we eat pork to desensitize us from like to like eat them, right? But like chicken is chicken. Like we just don't give a fuck about chicken. Like it's and so funny.
I don't have to feel as and that just made me feel even a little bit less bad because like like
no chicken and eggs like chicken. We don't give a fuck about them.
Chickens in the wild they'll die anyway. Like what
chicken and goat. Like there's no word for goat like that's like as a meat either.
Lamb.
No, lamb is a different animal than a goat.
Yeah, but they're technically like cousins.
They're not the same thing.
They're cousins.
Have you seen a lamb?
Yeah, it's a sheep.
Now, have you seen a goat?
Yep.
It's not a sheep.
A lamb's a sheep, man.
A goat isn't a sheep.
I know a goat's not a sheep, but a lamb.
The goat and lamb is not the same thing. What are you talking about?
They're like cousins. Is what I'm saying. Like they're like same.
Oh my god! If you're just tuning in, I can't do this.
Yeah, if you're just like, same, like fucking everybody who's listening knows exactly what I mean. I gotta explain to them, but you want to be all, oh yeah, well, no, technically the genus is all this and that. So yeah, you go ahead and do that.
They're literally two different animals.
Okay, the species, is different and all this. But everybody else listening understood that when I said, goat and sheep are cousins, I was like, yeah, I get that. But you want to be all like, nah.
What the fuck
you want to be like, nah, like, oh man, they're not the same, bro. Like, okay, yeah, cool. Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I get it. Sheep have more like wool, goats got the horns and all that. But like and you call a bighorn sheep, which is a ram, which is like,
I'm not listening
a ram isn't a goat, so I guess that's a different thing. But
if you're just tuning in, I'm your host, Logan, and this is the Milk and Toast Podcast. I'm here with my best friend, Farmer Brown. Say hi to the people, Farmer Brown. All right. Now that we get that over with. As always, if you like the show, share the show. Follow us on Facebook and blah, 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 blah. I just hate introing the show. I need somebody to come and take that. No, you just need to get you need to make one. Get it automated or have something sexy like some jazz music or something. Nigga, like, damn, man, this is why we ain't cool. We ain't popping in the streets because you ain't talking about your bitches enough. Sorry, I listened to Lupe Fiasco's The Cool album, which is one of the most fire albums ever. But, there's the Dumb It Down record. And they always like, yo, dumb it down. He's like, yo, talk about your bitches, nigga. Dumb it down. And it's like, it really do be like that, bro. I mean, that's true.
But no, don't talk about your bitches because they aren't bitches. They're women.
Yeah,
they're women.
I was told.
But I love my bitches too.
Recently, I was. This is what I was just about to say. I was told recently that this podcast has become very male centric,
and that isn't our fault.
I cannot
come back,
disagree.
Claire. Claire, please come back.
Claire is living her life, and I will not bother her. So,
and that's us being like, woman-centric, because we know not to bother an unbothered woman living her life freely.
It is true.
But please come back, Claire. You know what? Maybe we should cast someone new.
I've thought about it.
And I've thought of Sarah, but I know that would be weird for the both of you, so I'm not going to push it too hard.
It wouldn't be weird. It's just, I don't think it'd be right.
Well, I figured y'all felt it'd be weird because y'all in a relationships, which is why I'm like, I'm not going to push it.
Why would that be weird?
I could have sworn that was what y'all said. When I first mentioned you were like, bro, I don't want to be on with my girlfriend, was your response. So I figured that's how you felt about it.
I got over that.
Okay. So, she was on the show, so I guess you got used to it. But
no, yeah. I just think of it as like a business decision. It's just like,
She would be good for the show.
Nah, it wouldn't work.
Do you think because she... It does seem like a lot of pressure to her sometimes, but when she gets at it...
You know why? It's because good. Sarah's too smart for the show.
I think that's why she should be on the show. Bro, you can't get off on talent and my good looks forever, Logan. You don't have anything else to offer.
This is true.
I'm just saying, I can't be doing this forever, dog. Like... I mean, yeah, sure, like, the personality's great. I know, thank you. Like, I know, you can stop. And, I know I'm nice to look at, but, man, we can't get off on that forever, bro. We're gonna need someone with, like, a big, big brain. Like, I still have my brain,
blow it at your ass, Mitch.
Oh man, I just peeked by how hard I laughed. I'm surprised you let me go on for so long. I was like, oh damn, okay, I guess I'll just keep milking this. But jokes aside, seriously, yeah, you don't. That can't be the excuse, man. Because like we're both pretty decent brains on the show, Logan. But sometimes you need a big brain that does the like. That gets into the intricacies and isn't afraid to like hit the research
chemistry
hard.
On the show. I think very much about, because when you add a person to a show, like it changes the dynamic of the show. It like changes everything about the show. So like when you subtract people, it also changes the show. So like everybody knows the difference between the show without Claire. Like everybody knows the difference with the show with Claire. They know the difference of the show when it has Claire and Sarah on it now, and when it just has Sarah on it and me, and when it has just you, me, and Sarah. You know what I mean? So like these things, it's like it's actual like a chemistry like set that you have to play with. Like it's the actual
I understand,
thing. You know what I mean?
Really easy, but like, and to people's point, and Sarah's, I do think we'd probably do better with another castmate. It rounded things out, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, I wouldn't have mind, because originally it was going to be that 4-man show. And really, we should round it out. And I hate to sound like an office having to do what's it called? I'm sorry, the affirmative action, but like, and we should have a diverse cast to relate to our audience if we can. Not that we should force it, but if it's possible, we should if we can. Yeah, sorry. I mean,
what?
You can think about that later, made me
think of. What? Because we have a podcast today where we're gonna like talk about movies a lot, but it made me think of like when they actually do that, when they're like trying to make a diverse cast, and then like
casting is not an easy thing, bro.
People get like really upset. They get really upset because there's more like black people on the screen.
It's about representation. You know what I'm saying? And for them, for those people who get upset, what do you think about
bad representation?
Well,
like what makes representation bad?
It really just depends on who's writing the character. So, for instance, bad representation, we know it in use of like the stereotype. You know what I mean? So, bad representation, white dude makes a film, puts a black character in it, makes it a caricature. Bad representation. Black director puts an Asian woman in a relationship with a black man and has her playing typical tropes for why, black man loves Asian woman. Bad representation.
Like what?
No, I wasn't being specific, but like, just how like we like petite women. Have you seen the recent episode of Atlanta? Have you been watching Atlanta at all?
I watched. Sorry, everybody.
Well, because it doesn't matter. I was going to use an example from the show that I could just tell you about.
Like the one where they do the reparations.
Oh, I could spend the entire rest of the show talking about Atlanta. But after that episode, funny enough, after the episode, there's an episode where they're in some British dude's house, and Lakeith Stanfield's character walks up to like this Asian woman, mind you, who looked black because she was a dark-skinned Asian. So she looked back like, like Tyra Malaysian or something, and she was like, oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to hit on me. Black guys tend to like hitting on me because I'm like
the episode before. I know that. Yeah.
Oh, was that before?
Yeah.
That was. Oh no, you're right. That was the episode before. You're absolutely right. So something like that. So there are tropes like that with men in general, but apparently there's. So I was just using the black man example to show some like variance, but like shit like that. Oh, I like Asian women because they're submissive. They're tiny. They have the tightest pussy and all that shit like that. That's a caricature.
This show definitely needs a woman on it. Like it just like it fucking needs.
It could.
This like sometimes the energy is a little even much for me.
Well, that's because I'm a little much in general. So yeah, which is why I also like the balanced cast, and which is why, mind you, I ain't the one who's sitting here being like, oh, I want to keep it this way. From jump, I'm like, Logan,
I didn't say I wanted to keep it this way.
I'm not saying you said that. I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying like
Sarah wouldn't be the best permanent host on the show for the show. Like Sarah wouldn't even want to do that.
No, I know, which is the only real downside. It's just, but nonetheless, once again, for like the scope that we have for the show, for the audience we want to reach, which is literally everyone we can who's a part of the movement of positive change and stuff. Like, we should have more representation out here.
Sure.
Representation?
I guess.
Taxation without representation, eh? Oh, that doesn't sound like a firm system of government.
I have to stop you now. I have to stop you. You wanted to ask me a question. You go ahead and ask me a question. Let me divert your mind.
You gonna make me? You couldn't just do it yourself. You gonna make me do all this bullshit for you?
Yeah, I gotta distract you. I gotta make your mind do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys do not know, Logan is the producer and lead host for the Milk and Toast podcast. But what you might not have known is Logan is also a director. When I met Logan in school, he was majoring in film.
Ew.
Logan is a serious film buff and critic, and we don't agree a lot on shit. I thought, to be fair, I wanted to ask you, Logan, tell me what makes a film great. What makes a film to you? I would ask you answer objectively if you can, but I know that's a very, subjective thing to do. I know that sounds weird because how do you answer objectively on that? But, or just, what, if you don't feel like doing that, just give me what you think makes a great film and we could just go off that.
Which question am I supposed to answer? Like what?
All of them.
That was like
all of them,
5
obviously.
questions.
Exactly. You're supposed to don't listen, don't give me shit, just give me answers. I didn't ask for shit, I asked for answers, boy. Quit your babbling, boy. Sorry.
What is the question, to be honest?
So, what do you think makes a great film? What are the hallmarks of a great film? You know what I mean? What makes them classics? What's, the best film of the last... That's an extra question if you want to answer after, but, what's the best film you've seen in the last, 10 or 20 years?
I think, did you like the movie?
Okay, that's where I would start, too, but, what does Logan like in a film?
Okay.
Yeah. What you thought this was going to be some
I don't
personal
understand
shit?
what y'all's obsession with me is.
Obsession? Ain't nobody obsessed. We just want answers, nigga.
Your fascination and obsession with me. Why ask Logan questions about his personal business?
We want to hear. We want to know.
Nobody
and
wants
besides,
to know about
Mitch
me.
be talking about everything all the time, and everybody's always hearing about Mitch. Why can't we hear about you?
You revealed quite a lot about yourself, especially on the last couple of weeks of the podcast, and we all thank you for your service.
Really, I've been being thanked.
No, but I thank you for your service.
No, but moving on. It'd be like that.
I don't know. I wish we had more of a conversation about this. To be honest, because there's no way. I could tell you what makes a good movie, but it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't.
Well, make it make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense because everybody likes different movies. There's some people who watch Transformers and think it's the greatest thing ever, and then some people who watch Transformers are like, "How?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
explosions and shit. The fuck?
Yeah,
I get it.
And I am both of those people sometimes. I love Transformers.
Really? That's a
good movie.
I could have sworn you hated those.
No. I don't like
the first two. I'm good with. After that, it was just what's going on?
I like the first one and the third one. I don't like the rest of them. The second one is horrible.
Let's see. Second was Return of the Fallen, or
yeah, that was that one.
And it was was that the one with Sentinel Prime?
Yeah.
You didn't like second? I thought second was fun.
No. Sentinel Prime was in the third one.
Oh, that was okay. So then second was...
The second one was with the Fallen, and then
when he goes to college. Right.
Yeah,
right?
It was bad. It was just a bad movie. It was bad.
Elaborate.
It was bad because they did the way it was just clunky, and then the way the quests that were involved in the movie were not anything special. Like when they went to Petra or whatever, it's there was no adventure involved. There's nothing. The movie is just beat for beat. There's nothing going on. The whole premise of the movie is that Optimus Prime has to die, and he dies in every movie, but he has to die basically. So the Fallen could rise up, and then they try to resurrect him, and then he does, and then the Fallen's oh shit, where'd you come from? And then very anticlimactically, he just crumbles him like a beer can. Like he just destroys the dude.
Optimus had to like merge with Jetfire. Didn't like their Jetfire, but that's a different thing. But he had to merge with their Jetfire and then like fight him.
He didn't fight him. He just flew at him, knocked him off of a pyramid, and ripped his head off. He said, and then he's like, and that's how we do. You're like,
that's how we do. Well, yes. Yeah, that's how you do. That's how you do. Okay. Well, all right. Well, sans fucking Transformers. Some people like Transformers. Let's go with what is your favorite film and why?
My favorite film has to be Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, The Secrets of Dumbledore. That's got to be my favorite movie.
Logan, I will slap you through the screen for Sarah right now. Y'all, he's a fucking piece of shit, and he knows exactly why. But now, could you please answer the fucking question?
I just saw it.
Yo, listen, Logan. All right, like...
The visuals,
give us a show.
The visuals, they're gonna win an Oscar.
Logan,
that movie's gonna win an Oscar.
Logan, I swear to God, Logan.
If they don't go to the Globes, it's a crime.
Logan, I'm trying my best to do a show for us. All right, to give us some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I was saying when you run the show, like what's it feel like?
I'm just trying to give us something to talk about. Can you please just honestly answer the question?
Not so easy, is it, huh, buddy?
You know what? Well, it'd probably be easier if someone wasn't literally purposely giving me trouble for no reason. It'd probably be easier, you know what I mean?
Literally how the last 50 episodes have gone for me, but all right.
Yeah, I bet. Bet you didn't have to deal with the person I'm dealing with, though. Oh, wait, you do, but just in a different light. Could you please answer the question?
What are you asking me?
No, what was your favorite film? Actually.
I don't have a I hate that question. I know
it is a hard one.
Like, what's your, like, there's few favorites that you can, like, be like, oh, yeah, that's my favorite. Like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite ice cream?
Blue.
What's your favorite color is, like, really hard, too.
Blue.
But, like, what's your favorite ice cream?
Cookies and
like,
cream.
Do you like cats or dogs? You know,
Cats.
Those are, but, like, when you get into, like, art and, like, what's your favorite movie? Like, you know how many movies I watched? Like, there's, like, several movies that I think are, like, the greatest movies. I love Jurassic Park.
Let's talk about some of those. Okay.
Like, I love Jurassic Park. Like, the first Jurassic Park. I like the second Jurassic Park, too.
But I haven't seen Jurassic Parks in a while.
I like There Will Be Blood and like Gangs of New York and like The Departed and like, you know, I like a lot of crime movies, to be honest. Like that's my shit. Yeah.
And those have been the fave. What about those that stood out to you?
Like The Godfather?
Yeah. The Godfather I still need to watch, but I hear all the time. And I'm like, okay, geez.
This is why I can't talk to Mitch about movies because Mitch doesn't watch movies.
I'm not like into crime stuff like that, but
he's not into movies.
I don't watch film like on a regular like I should as an actor, but you know I just act because that's.
What's your least favorite film? Let me say that.
My least favorite film?
Yeah, I'm taking the show back now, Mitch. It's okay. The Room? That is a masterpiece. How could you say that's your least favorite film?
I hate when people say that shit. People are like, oh, it's great. And I'm like...
It is great.
I'm like, I refuse to even acknowledge...
It's an anti-movie. That's
the
why
funny
it's great.
thing is I didn't believe it was as bad as people thought it was.
Oh, it's so bad.
I was literally on the, like, oh, come on, guys. It can't be that bad. My dude's trying, and then oh, no. I'm sorry. Not The Room. The movie The Room is based off of.
What? No. Whoa, that movie is amazing. What are you talking about?
I forget what that one was called, but not The Room with James Franco.
Disaster Artist?
Yeah, Disaster. No.
How did you hate that movie?
Was Disaster Artist the movie The Room
with
is
James
based
Franco and he was playing Tommy Wiseau and...
Yeah, which one is that when James Franco was playing?
Disaster Artist.
Okay, yeah, so I hate The Room.
You hate The Room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that film. Yeah.
Why do you hate The Room?
Well, I didn't believe it was as bad as everyone was saying. I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. Like, what? How could it? And then I was on the side. I was like, you know, people do creative expression and they do what they have to do. And then I watched it and it was literally painful to watch. It is. I am not exaggerating.
That makes it art.
I'm not exaggerating. It was literally painful to watch. And I was mad that I had been on the side of support. Because I was like, wow, what a thing to let me down. What a thing to let me down. It's literally just painful to watch. Like, you're just uncomfortable. And I'm like, what was
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Like, other than so, Other than the acting being just like, what is going on?
The blocking is good. There's somebody who actually did like an analysis of the room, and they like analyzed the blocking, like where they step, and like especially the scene where he goes like, "I did not hit her. I did not." Like he like analyzed.
They think it's
that, like,
nice.
The blocking is actually congruent to like the pacing of the story, and so like they actually are distanced well. They're like blocked very well.
The only thing I can say, and will say, is that the blocking made sense. That is the only thing it will be given credit for. It at least made sense. Because something had to in that damn dumpster fire of a film. Because otherwise, I don't see I'm just like, what was there was no plot to me. There was no resolution. There's just a whole bunch of shit that happened. And then he killed himself.
Yes. And even the way he kills himself.
It's like, bro, oh my God. So yeah. So for me,
remembering.
the disaster artist I thought was fucking hilarious. But
it's beat for beat, the same like shit. It's great.
No, because knowing the story about how Tommy Wiseau did that, and I think Tommy being able to get that done and wherever he's from, and apparently he comes from a lot of money, I think that's actually very cool, and I respect him for that. But the film, not moving to me, didn't move me at all. No plot, didn't make sense. The acting wasn't good. It wasn't believable. I guess the point, if there was one to draw, is that everybody was trying to get with that one girl. I guess. And she was like with Tommy's character and then with the other character. And the little boy had a crush on her too, dude.
Just listening to you trying to make sense of this movie.
Bro, exactly, bro. So yeah, The Room, like
it's the funniest shit in my life. Like,
oh God, bro, like it's so horrible.
It's horrible, but like it's art because it's horrible,
No.
Yeah.
I don't really think so personally.
I think so. I think there's some type of like cultural value to The Room.
I mean, as a testament to what you shouldn't do,
it brings people together. Cartoon Network, Adult Swim did a whole April Fool's night with like The Room. Like they did it almost like for like 3 years or some shit. Like they just showed The Room on April Fool's.
On Cartoon Network?
On Toonami.
Oh, but the adult Toonami, because there was a different phase for Toonami.
I think both Toonamis.
There was Toonami when we were kids that was like, all right, we're gonna put all this cool anime.
Toonami came back, yeah.
Okay, so the adult Toonami. Okay, yeah. I was like, they put The Room on there?
Yeah, they did.
For April Fool's though.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
Did not know that.
That's how most people found out about The Room too. Like a lot of people found out about The Room from there. But like it was already known and infamous as like the worst movie ever, which I don't think is the worst movie ever. I've seen some pretty bad movies.
For what I've seen, which isn't necessarily an extensive catalog, but for what I have seen, like, no. Room. What's your like worst favorite movie?
What's my worst movie? What's the worst movie I can think of? Yeah, what's the
movie you like the least? Yeah, I phrased that wrong, but like, what's your least favorite film? Yeah, there it is.
Twilight.
Wow. Really? Is that just toxic masculinity, bro?
No, every time I watch that fucking movie,
sounds like toxic masculinity.
So be it. I just cannot stand that fucking movie.
Wow, okay. Well, I actually like
doesn't
those,
like I can't.
I wish I read those books, but yeah, probably okay. Yeah, I think it gets a bad rep, to be honest.
Really? That's because you like vampires and like.
Well, anything supernatural based in general, which is correct, but I also still think it just gets.
There's just so many things that are just bad with it. Like the acting is bad, the glittery vampires are bad.
I thought it was an interesting choice. Come on, give me more.
The whole, I guess the mood of the movie is good because of that's what they were going for. You know,
Technically, it looks like it. Yeah. That I could agree on.
the lore just seems weird to me. Like I don't know. Like there's something about the movie. Like it's slow. It's so slow. Like why is that movie so fucking slow? Like even the action isn't compelling, and it's like, and then it's bad music all through the movie.
All right. Well, I don't remember the soundtrack as
It
well.
just gives me so much
but I
pain.
think it was that bad. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, considering that it's you, I get it. But still, I honestly just think those movies get a bad rap. Not saying they're the most amazing thing ever. I hear the books were a lot better, which isn't surprising. We hear that all the time. But no, I honestly think they just kind of get a bad rap.
You know, we never got to talk about the Batman.
I haven't seen it still.
Really?
I know. Yeah, I just keep putting it off. Saw Doctor Strange when it came
It's
out.
on
I meant to go
HBO.
see it. I don't think I
Batman.
have HBO right now.
Oh.
But yeah,
You could have borrowed mine to just watch Batman.
shit, I might do that later.
Yeah.
Let's wait till I get back. But
You
you
do.
know, I kept like putting it off and then I forgot, so I haven't seen it. But we could talk about other Batman films. I haven't liked all of those.
Which one didn't you like?
Okay, well, I don't hate any of them as much as like The Room, obviously. But I want to say that second one, Batman and Robin.
That's easy. No, you can't talk about any of the Christopher Nolan ones. Which Batman movies do you like and not like?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
That's what we're doing.
That's why they pay me the big bucks, boy.
That's what we're doing. Okay. Okay, that's just fucked up considering. But
You're gonna talk about the best ones. What the fuck?
I'd have to say that, but Batman and Robin, the least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of cheesy. Wait. Not Batman and Robin, Batman Forever.
The one with Jim Carrey?
The one when the first one when Robin's parents originally die, I didn't think was too bad. Batman,
that's the one with Jim Carrey, where he's the Riddler.
Okay, so then that one was okay, and then the one after that, where they bring in a Batgirl, that one was eh. And then the favorite one is probably the Batman, the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman one with the Penguin, right?
I watched the Penguin one. Like I watched both of them. I watched the first one with Jack Nicholson and the one
I never saw that one actually.
The first one?
With Jack Nicholson.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm so serious. I never saw it.
You can get your comic book card revoked. Like for real.
Maybe, but not now. Like, but no, I didn't see that one. I always heard the hype, but I was like, these older ones look kind of like cheesy and stuff, so I never saw it. But
no, that one's really good. The second one with Michelle Pfeiffer is not as good as the first one. Like as a kid, I used to watch all of them. So like as a kid, like growing up, like I watched like the first Batman and the second Batman, you know, growing up. Because they came out literally right when I was born, right?
Right, yeah.
And so, like, that's what was on TV. And so that's what basically got me into Batman. You know, that and, like, the Batman animated series. I don't know why I can't say that. But, like,
Batman animated series.
Like, those are the representations of Batman that I had growing up, right? And so, like, when I was watching, like, the second one recently, like, as an adult, I was like, this one's not that good. Like I was like, I was like, I remember this being like a lot better.
Dang. Okay.
And it's so funny when like you do that because like there's so many movies that we watch when we're younger, and then we have like all these generalizations about the world that we like. We have all these ideas and we have all these things that we think about. Like they influence us in a way where we think about the world in a whole different way, and like we carry that. And it's like, you know. And I love it when people say like, oh, things aren't the way they used to be. And then like you watch like the movie that you watched in your childhood and you're just like, wow, what did I think things were? Like, you know,
it's
like
weird how you can kind of notice your perception change by watching something or doing something you did as a child and being like, this feels different. The fuck's
you know
going
what
on?
it is? It's because like when I'm a kid, like I'm jumping off of the couch pretending I'm Batman and shit through half of the movie. So I'm not watching half the fucking movie, to be honest.
Well,
then,
I mean, it's just novel at that time to begin with in the first place.
And then when I'm an adult, I'm like, I have to actually sit my ass down and watch this shit. And I'm just like, what is this shit?
What is that doing? Interesting.
I'm like, Whoa, wait a minute.
I don't feel that way about
Michelle Pfeiffer is good in that movie though.
No, yeah. She
Like,
played the shit out of Catwoman.
It holds up.
Really
it holds
nice.
up over time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's really
but I mean, either way, it's for me. It's better than Batman Forever.
But no, that movie is so bloated and weird. Like, it's like
no, they were all. I mean, it was Tim Burton. So
there's
like,
a lot of not weird like Tim Burton. No, I don't do that with movies. Like, I don't like say like something's weird when it's obviously supposed to be weird. Like, you know, you came. It's like going to an orgy and being like, wow, there's a lot of sex in the room. It's like no, like you know why you came. You know what you came into. Like if I went to go see a Tim Burton movie, shit's gonna be weird, and he's probably gonna have somebody fuck Helen Bonham Carter, you know, because he has that fetish. But like,
yeah, she's great.
Well, they used to be married. That's what that joke is about.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like. For a while, he would make movies with her, and like, it was just weird. It was just weird. Like,
Okay.
Why is Johnny Depp always with your wife in these movies? Is Johnny Depp how you think you look or want to look, and you just get off on that? Like, what is that?
Wow, bro. Okay, or the man just likes Johnny. Maybe they're just friends.
No, there's something weird going on with that.
Okay, moving on. From
No, you don't ever think about shit like that.
No. Well,
Really?
I mean, yes, but not that one. That one, I honestly just thought they're
just friends.
From Tim Burton to Johnny to Helena. I thought they're all just we're the
buddies.
eccentric, like, you know, goth kids, and
We're
friends.
Grow up, Mitch. They're fucking.
All right, I am growing up, and I'm gonna ask you to be just a little bit more mature. Not everything has to be people having sex, okay? They might be fucking, but I don't have any evidence to that. So I'm just going to assume that maybe they're just close friends. And they've been working together for a long time. Maybe that's all right, too. You fucking sicko.
Okay.
Go get some fucking help.
The man plays the lead, and she always just happens to play his opposite. And I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe he trusts Johnny. Maybe he feels more comfortable having Johnny play alongside his wife, because rather than putting her in films with multiple men, at least, because he doesn't act, at least he could just have it be Johnny. And that way he won't feel as bad.
That's weird. You have a designated man to like do stuff with your wife.
Maybe that doesn't feel weird to him.
That's not sexual. Come on.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, come on. You just outlined this whole sexual thing.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know what you mean. I don't know why it's got to always be weird. I don't know why.
He's like, oh, it's not weird. That's what it is.
It's not. I just,
it's not that it's not, it's not that it's not what it is. It's just, it's not weird. Okay, I see how Mitch gets down.
I don't think it's weird. Yo, they could just all be friends. And why can't
Mitch,
they just
would you
friends?
be in an open relationship with another couple?
Where the fuck did that come from?
Because you don't think it's weird, so that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. But like, I didn't say that's what's going on with them. Jesus Christ. But no, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Really?
In terms of, well, I guess we'll see how I feel, because I have been thinking about it, and like, I think about it sometimes.
What made you think about that?
Well, I've been single for a long time, and then like, I'll like
why not
be
just
near,
move into somebody else's relationship?
like, well, I was just thinking what my options are, if I'm being realistic. You know what I'm saying? And options is either, so the options for the record, and no single man's gonna deny this, are as follows, and let me outline them. Either you get lucky and miraculously find some woman who's really there for you, who you're compatible with, which works. All right, you become a stepdad. Okay, no shame on that. No shame on that. Or you become polygamous. Really, those are really the options. But for a heterosexual man,
you picking up somebody else's
polygamous. You know what I'm saying? And like, those is really. Now, I'm hoping for the first one. Obviously, that's all I've been banking on. That's what I work towards. But realistically speaking, I thought about how do the other two look? Oh, I'm sorry. The fourth option is just dying alone, just toughing it out and being like.
So you would be in a relationship with a woman and another man. And like you would join their relationship.
No. I said I thought about it. I didn't say I want to do it.
But I'm just saying, what did you come up with?
No. I said it already. I said nah. It doesn't.
Well, why wouldn't
that
you?
wouldn't work with me.
What is your drawbacks about it?
Well, realistically speaking, as I've sexually discovered, and on accident in part, is I don't like men.
Okay, all right. What
like
if
men,
you didn't have to like engage with the dude? Like,
I've never thought of that before. Really, I've never taken that seriously. And so his girl got a boyfriend.
Who's
This is
you?
all right.
Yeah.
I'ma make it do what it do, because having two friends is better than no friend. Anyway, whoever recognized the track. But yeah, if I didn't have to deal with him, and isn't that how that one show works? She's Gotta Have It? Isn't that how that works? Like, she's just kind of...
Oh, she's like with three dudes?
She's seeing, multiple dudes. She isn't committed to either of them, but, they don't have to deal with each other. That just
sounds like dating.
Yeah, and... that's kind of all Mitch is doing right now. But if a chick was really into me and I felt a really strong connection and she was like, "Yo, I want to be with you, but I still care about my significant other," I tried to make it work.
No, you know who I'm talking about. If you know who was like, "Hey, I really like you, and I know I got a man, but like we're open to the idea of me having two boyfriends, you as the other one," what would you say?
Who's who, by the way?
The one, I'm trying to cover up the mic, but not cover up the mic. The one that
yeah,
I don't know how I can say it.
Come on, no spoil. You can do it, Logan. Come on, just use the brain, because I'm really like, wait, which one? Just give me some. What details did I give you? Just find some.
You know that I have seen this person.
Logan.
Come on, think. I have actually seen this person physically with my own eyes in my own physical space. I'm trying to use my relation to like reality as your base point.
Oh, is this referring to the night at that party?
Yeah, no. You don't have to say a whole bunch.
I wasn't. I just needed to know. And depending on how they approached me, if they was like really serious and there was a connection between us that we had built.
I mean, there was a connection.
Like talking. Yes, but I meant like an actual, like we spent time together building. I'd consider it. As long as I didn't have to deal with the other dude, because I don't want to.
What do you mean deal with?
Deal with, but just like be like emotionally, romantically, sexually involved.
No, you guys see each other at breakfast and stuff.
No, yeah, sometimes, what I mean? Like, and it's like, hey, what's up?
Like you hang out, play video games.
And if I really cared about her and it got to a level where I was like, okay, I kind of can see myself with this person and she's willing to make this work, I consider it. I can't say I'd say yes, because I couldn't tell you how I'd really feel, because for that I'd have to really just be there. But I would consider it. That much I can say.
That's very interesting that you would share a girlfriend with somebody. That is.
It wasn't me sharing a girlfriend. It was her.
No, oh my God! You couldn't be toxic.
He doesn't
for
own her. No, you were being toxic. He doesn't own her. I'm not. He's not. He's not sharing her with me.
You guys are sharing together.
She's sharing herself with us.
Both of you, yeah. You both are sharing. You all are sharing, to be honest. Wait, so does that mean that he becomes your boyfriend?
No, this is exactly what I said I was against. I literally said about entirely making sure that wasn't the case at all.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
Is that I'd consider it. I would consider it if the bond or what I was feeling was really that strong. Although I don't think that would realistically happen. But if it was that strong, I would consider it. I'd have to.
You say you have to? Dang.
I'd have to consider it if the emotion that I was feeling for this woman was that strong, and I was like, I really need you in my life on whatever terms. Like if I could deal with them and they're fair,
like be like, I need you.
It has to be that strong of a level.
You're so needy.
If it,
you're so high maintenance.
You're talking about me doing something I don't even want to do. Realistically speaking,
but the only way you would do it is if she's like, I need you.
Yeah, it's got to be like that strong of a feeling. Why else are we doing this?
You would be like, oh well, I guess.
Nope, not at all. Ain't no. I guess we could. No, what? I guess.
Okay. What about the other one? Which other one? You know the other one.
You mean from? Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, bro, why you just bring it up? All right. Same deal.
Really? So
it
no
has
difference. No difference.
There's no difference. I
So it
mean,
doesn't
how I
matter,
would
like-
feel about them may be like different, but in terms of the situation, like if I'm feeling that strongly about you because we've built some connection, and you know we really feel that strongly about each other, and this is you need it to work this way, and I feel that strongly about you, I'll consider it.
I'm gonna go one more further. This is the last one. This is the last one.
You have
Let's
to answer all these too, by the way.
No, I don't. Listen,
I fucking hate you.
Let's say you had a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had a girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
but she said she needs another boyfriend. What would you do?
She needs another boyfriend?
That's what she says.
Why?
You-
Damn.
What do you mean why? What do you mean why?
Damn, why?
Because
Well,
that's
then
what she needs. It's not that she
speaking-
doesn't love you or she doesn't love you enough or you don't love her enough. She just
Realistically
needs
speaking,
another boyfriend.
Realistically speaking, I wouldn't personally want to do that, so I wouldn't want to be with someone if that's what they were wanting.
So you would break up with them?
Well, once again, if it's kind of the same situation as last time and the feelings for each other are that strong, I'd let it play out first and see how I felt, and then determine whether I'd stay with them or break up with them because it wasn't working for me or not. Which is honest truth. Is how the
what are you saying? Are you saying
relationship
you would
be.
try it out and then if it didn't
Yeah,
work?
and see how it works, and see if
But
things are
it
still
would
the
work
same.
the exact same way if you didn't jump into somebody else's relationship.
Well, I said once again, if I had to accept that with the girl, I'd have to also still feel like how that worked out, and if it didn't work out, I'd have to stop that too. Because you made me think about it, and it's like, yeah, same difference, really. Like, I'll test it out.
You seem
but
so much
see how it
more
feels.
enthusiastic when it was the other way around. It was kind of weird. It was
Because
like
she was coming to me. Yeah, I said it. I didn't want to do this in the first place in either case. But like, if you're really feeling that strongly about it, and I really care about you, and you approach me with the idea, and you respect me enough and try to like really make it work and respect my feelings, I'll try to make it work. But like, that's all I can promise you.
I feel like so what I don't want to ask you anything else about this.
So would you enter into someone's relationship?
All right. So tell me about the time you saw
So
Doctor
would
Strange
you enter into someone's
and the Multiverse of
relationship?
Madness.
So would you enter into someone's relationship if
Mitch,
it was that strong
the
of a feeling?
audience is over. They're done with this.
No, they're not. They
conversation.
want to know because they
No.
know you like to squirm and
No,
come on,
I'm
man.
not
You
squirming.
can't answer even just a
It's
little bit.
just
Why you
time
so
to move
scared?
on. Come on, you
Time to move on.
yeah,
What
it's
we
time
could
to
just
move on.
just answer, bro. Would you
No,
get into
we don't
someone's
have time
relationship?
for my answer.
Or
My
would you
answer's-
share Sarah with another man?
My answer's too
if she
long.
said she needed
My
that,
answer's too long.
it's too long.
Mhm.
It can't be that long.
It was very long.
So Sarah wants another boyfriend. What do you do? Sarah meets someone who she thinks like she can't live without, but she loves you. What do you realistically do?
This episode of the Milk and Toast podcast is brought to you by Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I feel like the people actually thought like this was a real commercial.
I know it's not, and I was waiting to come back from commercial break, and we're back, folks, and we're waiting on Logan to stop being a coward and just tell us what he feels.
This episode is
inside.
actually not brought to you by Marvel. I don't know if I could get sued for that, so don't.
Oh yeah, shit, I wasn't even thinking about that. You the
Like-
dumbass.
Yeah, really? Right. Yeah.
Oh come on, Logan, just once, just one. You don't even have to do both. You could just do one since you're so scary.
No, I already did my subject. Sorry guys, I'm eating banana bread right now, so I know it's really unprofessional.
You said I already did my subject.
Yeah, when you asked me about
With
the
your film
movies.
thing. Yeah, but
You
this is
blew
more
your load
interesting.
on the movies, man.
This is more interesting. We want to
No.
know. The people want to know, Logan. People want to know, man.
Mm-mm.
Come on, Sarah meets someone.
You get one personal Logan topic per episode. You don't
Sarah,
get like
that wasn't
two.
even a personal one. That was just
Yeah,
like,
it was
you know,
what
it
I
was-
like for movies
it
and
was-
shit. That's very
and you didn't even
personal, man.
answer like fully. So
You gave the show my whole bio and everything. I'm quite
So-
upset with that.
okay. So anyway, so Sarah meets someone and she starts forming a bond, and she's like, "Yo, Logan, I think I want to try and see if I could be with you while being together with this person. Do you try to see how it works? Do you care about Sarah enough, or do you break up?"
Oh, good for her. She found somebody.
Yo, lying ass. You just
What do you want me to say?
bro.
What do you want me to say?
I mean, realistically speaking, would you really just, she found a dude and you just got to let go? What if she still wants you?
What? I don't understand. Okay, maybe we should talk about this. I gotta sneeze.
It's all bullshit, ladies and gentlemen.
Allergy
He didn't
season is
even
coming.
sneeze. He didn't even sneeze.
I felt it.
I hate when that happens.
Later. Yeah.
But I mean, so Sarah's like, you know.
I've been thinking about relationships as like modes of like possession lately.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What? Why you say, oh my God?
I just, the way that sounded did not feel okay to me. He said, I've been feeling about relationships as modes of possession. And I was like, okay, that makes you sound possessive. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like, so many, like, especially, well, I don't want to say especially heterosexual relationships because, like, from what I've heard from other people, like, homosexual relationships can be very possessive too.
Yeah, intense. Yeah, from what I heard.
I was on the train and I glanced at a lesbian couple, and then, like, she, like, the bigger one, like, grabbed the littler one and just, like,
because, you know, it wasn't easy for them to get their love, bro. So they be fighting for that shit.
It was not hard.
Wow, Logan. Wow, Logan. We're not even okay. To the shout out to the community. Yeah, he did that.
No, I think about not that they don't have their troubles with like bigotry and stuff. It's just that, like, if that, like, that's what I mean. Like, you're very insecure about your relationship. You think like your girl is in a lesbian relationship with you, right? What that got to do with me? Do you really feel like?
You never know, man.
Do you really feel like she's just gonna abscond with me on the train?
Maybe
on
people
the
get
D
insecure,
train,
bro, and just like all of a sudden, oh, she doesn't really love me. People get insecure.
Liz, that doesn't make any sense. I am on the train with you. We both don't have a car. She's not trading up. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, if she's on the train with her and doesn't mind, and you know the other lesbians mind, perhaps she wouldn't mind being on the train with you.
That tells you a lot about what you think about your partner, because you're like, this chick got low standards. I know she'll go for him. Like, it's just like...
and some people do be like that. You laugh, but some people legit be like that.
That's not
like,
what happens.
I can't do that. Sometimes. I'm not saying it happens often. I hope it doesn't happen at all, but insecurity
exists. That's not
exists.
how it happens. What happens is you get dumped or something because of your insecurities, and then that's why they go and date someone else. It doesn't matter who it is.
No, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about why the person is feeling insecure. And
because they're overly possessive.
So you were talking about how you think relationships are modes of possession.
Yeah,
which
they
is
are.
Interesting. But it's funny how I just asked you about how your girlfriend wanted another boyfriend. And you still haven't answered how you think.
It was the way you answered that like triggered this like response from me in question. Because
my man said, I think of relationships. There it is, natural.
Wow,
sneeze.
You got my sneeze.
Which was strange. But anyway.
Yeah.
So
we're entwined.
I mean, ew. You better untwine yourself right this fucking instant.
Nah, sneeze again, nigga.
This is really, really... Okay, everyone, I'm gonna go for a little bit. Let's cut to commercial. Let's cut to commercial break again. Obviously, we need to do that again. All right, well, we're gonna come back out, and when we come back, Logan, I hope you find your goddamn motherfucking mind, bitch. Logan, you still haven't answered, bro.
What is it like on Us? We're like, you're my tether.
Ew, I don't know how that works, bro. Either way, ew.
You would be the anti-me.
You're the anti-me. Don't get this fucking twisted.
It's not.
It'd be the anti-you. The fuck?
No, you are the anti-me.
Oh my!
You're too happy to be the real me.
Oh my God! I'm not actually happy. That's how I know I'm not the anti-you. So moving forward, anti-me. Anyway, bro, answer the goddamn question. Sarah meets somebody and wants to consider being in a relationship.
In relationships, yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like the premise.
Are you saying you get too possessive and you want to be down?
No, I'm saying that the premise and crux of your like question relies on how possessive is Logan. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, Sarah's happiness, my happiness. It doesn't have anything to do with those things. It really relies on like how possessive and would you care if like your woman's doing this and your woman's doing that.
No,
when really, yeah,
it's about how you would feel.
No,
could you do it? Would you care?
How should I?
And
feel?
if that would make Sarah happy, would you be willing?
Feel,
No. That's not how that works, you coward. Tell us how you feel. Tell us how that would make you feel.
About what?
if Sarah came back with someone, said, I met this guy, and said, Logan, I love you, but I'm feeling a connection with him.
You know, to be honest, if Sarah met somebody else, I would want to know what they looked like.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, but how is that the first thing? The fact that, really? That's what you'd be like, what's he look like?
Yeah.
You want to know what size his dick is too next?
I mean...
Okay, obviously this is bringing up some issues.
You asked
for
the fucking questions. Now you don't want to know the answers.
Well, I'm just saying, tell me how you feel. So continue telling me how you feel.
This is why I don't answer questions on the podcast, because it's not a safe space for Logan. When Logan wants to be real and say real Logan shit on the podcast, nobody gives a fuck. They just
I'm listening. I'm just wanting more. I'm just like, okay, so you want to know what he looks like. Why do you want to know what he looks like? Why does that even matter to you?
Is it worth it? Like, I want to know. What's the value? What's his value?
So literally, this is on. You just made it an entire competition.
It's not a competition. It's just like, you know.
What is about? Well, she's not saying she wants to leave him for you.
Technically, I don't want her. Like, if she has to date somebody else, I don't want him to be ugly.
I mean, and I
what
understand
if we have
that.
to go out together?
I understand
that.
So
it's me, Sarah, and this
that.
ugly dude.
I do understand
just
that.
Walking around.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't say that earlier, but you're also making me think like being in the relationship with either or making it work. Regardless.
Me, Sarah, and Quasimodo just going on the town.
Nobody better be ugly. Is all I'm saying. But no, seriously. So, but really, how is that the most important thing to you? Like, why? What bothers you? Like, because you just don't want to. Like, be with an ugly person forever?
You know what would really bother me? If she brought home somebody that was ugly. Because it would make me question, am I ugly? Like, immediately. I'd be like, am I ugly? Like, why did you bring him home? Like, what do I look like? Okay, why do you like me?
Would you try to make it work, though, if Sarah was really wanting it?
What is there to make work? Like, I'm just like, I'm ugly. Like,
no. I mean, well, imagine if she didn't bring an ugly dude home. Imagine if he was to whatever the fuck your standard for being in this polygamous relationship with Sarah and none of the men is. So obviously he's attractive. Would you be willing to make it work? Would you do that for Sarah, or would you be uncomfortable?
That would make me feel like it would either make me feel like I'm good looking, or it'd be like, there's no way I'm that good looking.
And that's all you're thinking about, bro?
Yeah.
And once again, it's not like you have to deal with the other dude. It's just Sarah says she's met this dude that she really likes and wants to be with. I feel
like Sarah would feel the same way. Like, I feel like if like we had an open relationship and like I brought somebody home that she thought was like way too good looking, she would feel bad.
Don't speak for her. That's not fair.
No, we have conversations about like other people all the time.
Okay, well, it's still, you should probably ask her and see what the actual answer is.
See people on TV, and she asks me all the time, "Do you think this person looks cute?" And I'm like,
and so you actually get to kind of discuss what your beauty standards are in one sense.
Well, hell yeah.
Which isn't real, because you can't base it off you should be out. Do you guys do that when you're out and about, just looking at people?
Yeah.
People watch? Okay, yeah. That makes more sense. That actually can help you.
Why you can't do it on TV?
Because let me not say you can't, but you can't like just fully embrace what's happening in the media, because media it could be so easily changed, so easily edited. You don't know if that's what you're actually even seeing.
No, it's like what you're looking at.
You know,
do you like what you're looking
at? And sometimes I get it. Sometimes maybe things emulate life.
Mitch, we're not looking to date
the
real actor. We don't give a fuck about them. We're just looking at the person on the screen.
And determining what your beauty standards are, which we could talk about how beauty standards develop.
Beautiful.
But I'm saying you should do it. It's rather best to, if you're figuring out what your standards are, it's, to me, better that whoever's doing it, couple of people, just friends, do it in real life rather than on media. I think most girls wouldn't want to do it with girls that are in real life, though. Because, like, it's like... They'd feel a type of way, but if you
because it's like, it feels like you're opening a door, you know?
And like well, it's not like you're going to let the person know. It's just if you're walking and you're seeing people. I just feel like that would be a better measure of what your standard is, rather than just basing it off who you like on television. Sure, everybody's attracted to Johnny Depp, but my man's been like Edward Scissorhands maked up. You know, he's been fucking Captain Jack Sparrow. He was the motherfucking nigga in Chocolat, taking care of her, taking care of his
Johnny Depp. If Johnny Depp just worked at Staples, he would be like the best looking person at Staples.
I'm not saying he's unattractive. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, he gets pushed up to that extra level just because of that's what Hollywood does. That's what glitz and glam does. That's what being on television, being in magazines does to people. It changes your perception as the audience, and makes us go, oh, that's what people think is beautiful.
You could
because
never
that's
answer.
what we're seeing the most.
You could
of.
never answer these questions because you think too much about it.
I'm not thinking too much about it. That's the truth.
All the woman's asking me is if I think the person's ugly or not. Like that's all she's asking me.
But
you went
why?
into a whole.
Why is that person on a television screen the measure?
Most of them I say I don't
pretty?
like because like she picks people that I don't think are cute at all.
Like who?
Like, I'm not gonna say that's mean. What the fuck?
You're the mean one, so I'm surprised.
No, yeah, that's really mean.
Okay,
be like,
no,
this is who I thought was ugly.
They did really well on such and such, but yeah, they just hideous from the toe up and the blow.
Yeah, that's fucked up. No,
okay, so obviously Logan couldn't handle being in a polygamous relationship.
Why you say that? I didn't say anything like that.
Okay, so how would you handle it, buddy? How would you handle it?
What are you talking about? You asked me that like 8 times. I answered 8 times.
Yeah, you kind of beat it
you
around
asked me
the
about
bush.
I said, she shouldn't bring anybody really ugly home.
She shouldn't bring anybody ugly home, but as long as I just love how you like you're not directly answering, but you're indirectly answering because that makes you feel better about it. But okay, thank you for your input. It is appreciated.
So just like giving information that like just anybody could know. Like
this is what you should be able to figure out based on the way I'm answering. But like I don't have to say anything.
Committal,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do all that. Damn, Mitch, I'm on the spot, bro. I'm uncomfortable, nigga. Goddamn.
It's the best way to like derail the whole conversation. To be honest.
Yeah. I see what she was doing. I was like, okay.
Great.
I was like, okay, Logan, fine. If this is what you need, this is what you need then.
I keep trying to, no, because when I tried to get real, you was like, oh, really? That's what you like? I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't even do it. I was just like,
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
It was surprising to me. That's all. I was just surprised. Wow. I was just, I figured you'd be like, yo, who the fuck is this dude? What's the fucking dude? But I was like, okay, if that's the thing,
what you would feel like?
No, I thought that, honestly, what I thought you would care about, I was like, oh, why the fuck she's even into another dude? I thought you were going to get insecure. And then you was like, he better not be ugly. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not what I was expecting.
No,
but
guess it makes sense. See, that's what I was talking about possession earlier. That's the dumbest shit to ever think.
But the thing you said was, I think of relationships in modes of possession. That's what you said, so that's what I thought you would be thinking.
I've been thinking about that.
Oh, okay. I thought you've been like thinking about it for yourself.
No, I've been thinking about that idea. I've been thinking about that, like,
no, yeah, that is kind of how
relationships based off of like possession a lot of the time.
This is my thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, and it runs both ways between men and women, but just it's different how our possessiveness shows itself.
I don't like some of that is my problem with a relationship is like,
no, I imagine
somebody being. What do you mean? I imagine. Fuck you. What the fuck does that mean?
No, not because of you. Because I genuinely think. See, you all insecure is because I haven't been in them. But I genuinely, that's one of my, because I'm such a free like person, and someone's coming to my life and acting like, one of the issues that I have is like, who the fuck thinks they get to own me like that? So I imagine for you, straight up. So I imagine for you, it must come across your head, and you must like, I'm not saying I actually know, nor am I making fun of you. I genuinely am like, yo, it must be crazy because I don't know what the hell I would do if I was feeling like that. For real.
I feel like, I don't know.
Speak on it, man. Don't be afraid. It's a safe space. It's a safe space, Logan. Make no mistake. It is, man. I know it doesn't seem like it.
I've made that mistake already. I've already look that was a test, Mitchell,
look at me in the eyes, Logan.
Failed.
Look at me in the eyes, Logan, please.
A fucking test. You
look
failed.
At my calm, brown, smooth eyes, Logan. Look at me. Hear me.
I'm not looking.
It's a safe space.
I'm not looking at you.
I know, but it's a safe space. Okay, and I know you're not looking at me, but I know you can still see me looking at you.
No, I can't.
Which is first steps for us to heal.
I have zero peripheral vision.
Which this is the first step in our healing. But okay, but no, yeah, I wasn't trying to make fun at you. I'm like, when I think about, because I think about that myself too. And then I have to think about on the other side with me and the reason why I fucked up in terms of like interactions that I thought would become relationships. And it's like, wow, I pushed too hard because I was trying to act like, this was my woman. You know what I mean? I
can see you being possessive.
Not to an extreme degree, because I'm not like that. I still think it's gross, but like enough to make somebody like, oh God, I can't. And it's just like, damn. I
can see you being possessive in the way that you don't even know how possessive you're being, to be honest.
No,
because
and I understand
because
why
you
you
don't
think
be
that.
in relationships. So like,
Yeah.
how would you know? How would you get? What is your gauge? Like, what is your gauge to be like? Oh yeah,
Am I possessive
like,
or not?
Yeah,
if I'm
like,
a decent fucking human being, bitch.
It doesn't. Oh my god, you always go back to that. It does not have anything to do with it.
No, but like
You can
honestly,
be a decent person.
but to be honest,
like,
man,
possessive.
I'm not like in general. I'm not like that. Even with those moments I spoke
Like,
about.
what would
that
you do
happened,
if you had a girlfriend and like she was flirting with somebody?
You know, I would feel a type of way.
Why?
But like, I wouldn't do anything.
Why?
Like,
she's not doing anything. She's just flirting.
To me, that's the thing. But that's a different conversation to me, because people always like to be like flirting and dancing. It's like, depends. Because like, why are you doing that in the first place?
Sarah said that to me. She said that she didn't want me dancing on anybody. And I was like, why?
Logan, to be fair, if you guys are in a committed relationship and y'all serious at that, because not everybody is.
But I'm black. I dance.
Yes, you dance, but there are modes. It's like there are modes of dancing that are a lot different from another that could mean different
so
things.
So I can't salsa and bachata.
So yeah, I see what you're doing right now. I see what you're doing right now, you fucking you little bitch ass. And it's like, I see what you fucking doing. You gonna sit there and smile like me and everybody listening don't see what the fuck you doing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. In any case,
what am I doing? What? I can't bachata with somebody.
No. Because it's bachata that Sarah was talking about. That's what she was worried about. She was worried about you doing a regular like ballroom, traditional ballroom dance. That's what Sarah's worried about.
Bachata is kind of sensual.
Sometimes, depending on the partner.
Close,
and if you're getting that sensual with someone, I hope it's part of a routine and not just some random person you met out at a bar.
You both are good at bachata.
You're gonna what?
You both I said it too fast. You both are good at it though.
All right, okay. In any case, I'm not saying bachataing is wrong, but I'm pretty sure what Sarah's talking about is you like bumping and grinding on some girl to the point where it looks like y'all fucking on the dance floor. Nah. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not cute anymore. It's not cute anymore. We're gonna talk about some serious things, bro. But no, man, in all seriousness though, Logan, like I you know, as much as it doesn't seem like it, I do actually think about it, because you know, we all have a dark side and things we got to control about ourselves. So I do think about like that possessive nature that even I could show, especially since I don't do relationships a lot. But for the most part, and I mean this, I kind of like, I disrespect people too much. Even the example you said, like, sure, I'd feel a type of way because that's just emotionally who I am. But I'm not going to sit there and try to embarrass her or try to keep her from, if that's what she's doing, this is the woman I chose.
Would you feel like embarrassed if your woman was like bachataing? Like her ass is like on somebody's like, and then
like, you doing too much? Like, yeah, like we're gonna have a conversation. I'll be like, yo,
what?
why was you all up on that?
Really?
Man?
She dancing?
Is that really how y'all? That's not how I feel.
You know what I feel like? I feel like a lot of guys get with women that were already a certain way, and then they complain about it. And I think women do it too, but like men are like notorious for it.
I think to be honest, it's kind of
like they'd be like, "Why you dressed like that?" And it's like, you met her dressed like that. That's all the clothes in her closet.
That is ridiculous. Yes, that is ridiculous. But in terms of like, you know, how they feel about each other in terms of deeper interactions with other people, I think it's kind of fair along the board. I also think it just honestly depends on like circumstance. Would I get mad if my girl's bachata and doing, I know bachata, I know the sensuality. No, but I'm also paying attention. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also paying attention. How deep you trying to get? And then you gotta wonder what's going on. But at the end of the day, you can't control nobody. And if you try to think about things that aren't happening, you drive yourself crazy, of course. But like, you're still gonna pay attention when you really care about someone.
I wouldn't say that I'm not jealous. I'm not really jealous. Like, I'm not a jealous person like that.
No, I get it. So it wouldn't really bother you if Sarah, I don't think Sarah back it up like that, but if she was just like backing it up on some
what are you saying? Sarah can't back it up?
I don't
know. My girl can't back it up?
I literally said I don't know, so don't put words in my mouth. I don't know if she back it up
she
like that.
She can back it up.
Oh, she back it up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you leave my girl alone.
All right, well, what if she was backing it up on some dude in the club, like really backing it up, like she back it up on you? What are you doing?
Then if she did, but that's what I'm just saying. That's what I just said. Like if she, obviously you just described a situation where she dances the same way 2 times.
So
That's how she dances.
If that doesn't bother you, okay. I'd want to see it to
Dudes
really believe
go out
it.
with go out
okay.
with girls because they look like Cardi B and then be mad when they do Cardi B shit. That's what I don't understand.
Nah, it's not necessarily Cardi B shit. Well, let me speak personally, because I'm not gonna care if my girl's dancing with her friends or they have girls' night out. That doesn't bother me. It's specifically how you're dancing with another dude and how deep and sensual it gets. But otherwise, I wouldn't care if you're dancing with another dude otherwise.
Mitch is like, you know him?
Like, yo, how deep? Yo, listen, I'm an artist. I got strong emotions, and I'm empathetic as fuck, and I be feeling shit. So it's like, for me, that's just, I'm speaking personally now. For me, I'd like, if it felt that way. If it didn't, obviously, no. If you're dancing with some dude, y'all just friends, it's whatever, you know what I mean? For real. But like,
how I feel is that, like, what does it mean to you? That's how I feel. Like, if you go and you say, okay, I'm going to dance because I like go dancing. Like, I know you like dancing and I don't feel like going out dancing, and you go out dancing and you go and you dance with like some dude or whatever. And like, you come home and then like, you're fine and I'm fine. Like, and it doesn't really mean anything to you. Like, it truly doesn't mean anything to you. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, what you're going to go do. Like, it doesn't, like, that doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think about it like that. I'm not like whatever. Because like, if your intention is to hurt me, then that's what I'll know about you. Like, then you were actually trying to hurt me. Like,
and so you're a proponent of just let it happen. Because if you're gonna do that, I'd rather it happen so I know.
No, that's not what I mean.
I'm asking. I'm not saying. I'm asking.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, if I'm at the club and you're at the club and you dance with somebody, right? I'm not going to be mad, because unless your intention is to hurt me or to make me jealous, then there's not really a problem. Like, if you're actually just trying to have fun and you're just dancing and you just, like, you know, I don't know, but that's you, right?
No, I get that.
That's you, and that's how you have fun. That's your personality. I don't see the value in like making you less of who you are and making you less of a person because I'm going to feel a certain way. But that also goes into like, that's my relationship with you. That doesn't mean you could do that with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I have certain boundaries too, but that might not be one of them. And I feel like in a relationship, it really depends on like what your boundaries are with your partner. You know what I mean? Like, there are things Sarah
I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah, there's things Sarah could get away with me that other girlfriends that like she probably couldn't get away with other boyfriends or like exes or whatever, right? Okay. But there, on the other side, there's shit that like there's no way she can get away with it with me. And then get like, you know, same flip-flop vice versa. Right. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I think what it really comes down to in terms of between the people in said relationship is what you've agreed to or what y'all deem to be appropriate within y'all relationship, which is, you know, up to y'all. Realistically speaking is how I feel about it. So for me, because it's like, if I was in a relationship and, you know, I like being treated a certain type of way and, you know, treat others how you like to be treated, you know, old school. But like, if I was in a relationship with her, I wouldn't be like, if we're at a club together, it's like, I'm not going to necessarily go back it up on a whole bunch of go dance with women in a really, really provocative way. I'll dance, enjoy myself, because that's who I am. And I hope she would, but I wouldn't go like out, find a woman, you know what I'm saying, bend her over and start like dubbing, like I'm trying to like get real nasty on the floor, just because personally, I feel that would be inappropriate and disrespectful to her. Is how I personally feel. And so I would want that in return, but you know, that's how I feel.
I would just say to like people who say that, I would be like, why don't you just have that conversation with your partner?
I could, but I don't think you're getting it. Like, I could do that. The thing is, if that's how I personally, that's how,
because what you said was you feel like that would be disrespectful to them, but you don't even know if it is disrespectful to them. Like, Sarah could think that would be disrespectful to me, but like, unless she asked me or unless she listened to the show, then she wouldn't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you, like, I feel like most of the trouble comes in where couples beginning, middle, and don't talk to each other. They don't talk about like weird shit like this
and like open up about that.
Yeah, exactly. No, like, what are your actual boundaries? What do you feel like should happen between me and another individual of like the same sex or the opposite sex.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean?
and I think conversation is important, but what you missed is that I'm not doing that because I feel like I'm obligated to her. Like, if I'm choosing to be with you, that's what I honestly want to do.
But why do you feel like... See, that goes back to what I said, that like, unless that person is trying to hurt me, what are they doing wrong?
I feel you. But
so like, what do you feel is wrong?
I just feel like it's inappropriate. But that's how I feel. This isn't I think I'm right. That's just how I personally feel. I think it would be inappropriate. If I'm in a relationship. And now, mind you, I'm the type of person, I talk regardless. So I would hope we would have those conversations and figure that out. But me personally, like, not even, this is regardless of her, this is just me. Like, if I'm in a committed relationship to you, I said, you're the woman I want to be with. I don't need anything else. Personally, I just wouldn't want to do that.
See, personally. I think, yeah. So like, if they like thought like you did.
Hey, there's a sneeze.
Oh my God. Excuse me. If they thought like you did, then I would feel some type of way if they went to go dance. You know what I mean?
Because they like lied to you then in that case?
No, not because they lied to me, but because you feel like you said, it doesn't have anything to do with me, but you feel like in a relationship, how you feel you should conduct yourself, you know, is that would be inappropriate, right? Mm-hmm. So like, if that's how my partner were to feel, right, that there's something inappropriate about dancing with another person, and then I watch them dance with another person, something inappropriate is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, actually, yes, that actually makes some more sense. Yeah.
So that would make me feel some type of way, because then I'm like, why are you dancing with these people then if you said to me that like that would be a problem if you did, like if we did, like what is going, why are you trying to hurt me? Now I'm like, why are you trying to hurt me?
No, that would be legit.
Now I'm in a different mode.
What the fuck?
You know?
Pull it to the side like, wait a goddamn minute.
Wait, hold up. You just said that doing this thing would hurt me, and now you're doing it. Why?
Why?
Exactly.
Okay, no, that's valid. Yeah, but that's how I personally feel, you know, and that's for whoever. But like I said before, you know, that's between the people in the relationship to determine and deem what's appropriate. That's all it really comes down to. We can move on now, though, if you want. I feel like we did spend a good time.
Christ.
Was it so bad? Don't you feel better, man?
Yes, that was the worst.
Don't you feel better? Oh, it was the worst?
It was the worst.
Oh, this is, guys, what that really means is Logan went through a lot, and he really like learned something that to connect with himself on a deeper level, but he don't like doing that.
You know how much ice cream I'm gonna have to eat after this?
Oh, guys, he's eating ice cream. Good job, y'all. Go team. Air fries, everybody. Air fries, Logan.
Fuck you off. Anyways, tell me about Doctor Strange without spoiling Doctor Strange.
Okay. Yo, guys, y'all have to thank Logan, though, because I was about to explain this movie that's only been out for a week with no spoiler alert. Like, I should have watched it already. I was dead about to do that. I was like, y'all seen it. In my mind, I thought it's been out like 3 weeks now, so shame on me. But, like, I legit, like, it's a good thing we have little, like, briefings before we start, because I was dead just about to come on here and be like, yo, so Doctor Strange. Okay, but... It wasn't like a bad movie. It wasn't horrible. It's just that, you know, the first Doctor Strange, I thought, I don't know. The only way I could describe it is I cared about what was happening in the story more. Whereas this one, the new one, it's very nice to look at. You know, it's very pretty. Benedict Cumberbatch and, Elizabeth Olsen. I'm sorry. Yeah, my brain just farted.
You sound like Aretha Franklin when they asked her about different like singers. They asked her about Ariana Grande. They asked her about who else? Whitney Houston. She talks about like their singing ability, and then they ask her about Taylor Swift, and she goes, gowns. Beautiful gowns. I'm just like, when you talking about, it was just like
Aretha, no, girl, that was
beautiful
how she
sets.
Sound.
Like, it's beautiful.
How she sound? Oh, that's so great. I don't mean to, but you know, well, Benedict and you know Elizabeth, they're great actresses. The actor who plays Wong, you fucking love him. So it's nice to look at, but to me at least it was coming off as very gimmicky. So thank God the plot was there. The plot was there for the most part, and them trying to figure things out. A lot of cool shit happened, but it was how we was talking about Transformers. Now the Michael Bay experience is like explosions. I'm gonna put Megan Fox in this bitch, and how y'all not gonna look. And then, Shia's there, and you get a good story, especially that first one. I love that first Transformers. I think everybody does. But like, otherwise, the Michael Bay experience is, we got these explosions, and it's nice to look at, baby. Come on for the ride.
Slow motion and explosions.
Come in for the ride. You gonna like this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Slow motions, explosions, and underage women. What do you want?
What you want? Come on now. What else y'all need? And so this Doctor Strange movie, in essence, kind of felt like that. A lot of cool, interesting things happened. But otherwise, it really just felt like, Michael Bay went and came on to a Doctor Strange set, and then was like, all right, we're gonna have to do a little bit less in terms of explosions because this isn't giant robots, and you get a little bit more esoteric. I gotta look some shit up, but like, otherwise, we're not. Things aren't really too fleshed out for the characters. Things are just happening fast. It sort of feels like, and also I feel like something's happening just to happen. It doesn't really bear any full weight or merit. It was kind of had that vibe to it a little bit as well. But overall, the movie was okay. I don't have nothing bad to say about it, but I definitely preferred the first one over this one. Even though this one, once again, was like, effects-wise, really cool. Way better effects. But like, I think I prefer the first movie better than this one.
Well, it is a Sam Raimi movie.
And I love the original Spider-Man trilogy, except for the third one. But Spider-Man 1 and 2 is my shit. But like, it didn't do it for me this time around.
Damn.
Not with the Doctor Strange.
Well,
I like the film, but like, I like the first one better. And yeah.
How many stars you give it?
Out of
5.
Out of 5, it could get a 3.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not. Like I said, it's not horrible. It's not a horrible film.
You made it sound like it was a bad movie.
No, it's not that. It's just, I want more because it's Doctor Strange. So, everything is so before I never cared about what, directors would say about the Marvel films, like Scorsese being like, oh, they're not really filmed and stuff like that. I didn't really care because I really love the comic books. I really love the fandom.
He's not right, but he's not wrong.
I know, and it's weird, but I never cared because it's like, like we spoke about before, do the people enjoy it? Is it put together enough? Yeah. Sure. But with the way this one was feeling, I'm starting to really like get it because it's.
You should just ask me about Marvel movies. Shit.
Shut up. I'm starting to like understand what he's meaning because it feels like now you could just. If I slap Doctor Strange and Marvel on the film, people are going to go see it anyway. So I can cut corners in terms of making it the full experience it should be. You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of happened. Like it's gonna make like a good 50 mil regardless. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, but like that okay. So like before Marvel took over movies and like superhero movies were like
became like a thing. Yeah.
Right. Like before Spider-Man, before Blade, like before all these like superhero movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't have superheroes. What we had was action movie stars. We had Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
We had Dolph Lundgren. We had Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wesley Snipes was in that bitch hard.
Yep. We had Wesley Snipes.
We had Wesley.
We had what was it? Val Kilmer and Patrick Swayze, Kurt Russell. We didn't need a Marvel universe. We had like a universe of like badass dudes ready to blow up shit and kick people in their face. You know what I mean? And so like what you would see was this movie has Chuck Norris in it. And so it's like that was your ticket, until people don't want to see the movie with them. We just pivot to another action movie star. And so it's like the Marvel, the superheroification of like movies is just a continuation of that. It's not like people even give a shit about Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? Like they seen Marvel movies. They want to see shit blow up. They want to see like people run around and shit. Like I told you guys how I felt about like the last 2 like Avenger movies. Like I didn't like Infinity War and I barely liked Endgame. You know what I mean? And I hate that because like people are like Infinity War is the good one. And I'm like, that movie I can't stand. Like I can't stand it because like the whole time this is a movie about an apocalyptic event that's happening, right? And the entire time they're making jokes in the movie like it's Avengers 2 and people love that shit. Like I hate it, but people love it. Like people really love that shit. I was thinking about that.
It honestly depends because I don't mind it. It depends. I didn't mind it in Infinity War, and Thor Ragnarok. I hated it.
I hated it in Thor Ragnarok too.
I don't like Ragnarok, but it depends because you still want to get some lighthearted moments when things are too dark. Unless like you going all the way there like they did.
I
at the end
didn't know
of
that Thor Ragnarok was supposed to be a comedy though when I watched it. And that's what also ruined it for me.
It's not supposed to be.
It was. No, they said it was. They said that the movie, like they told somebody, they didn't tell me, but they told somebody that like that movie was supposed to be a comedy. So I didn't know that shit. But
like, well, after Thor Dark World, nobody was with the shit.
Thor Dark World was a bad movie, but it wasn't that bad. Like I didn't think it was either. That horrible that you had to change everything about Thor.
Change the entire tone of Thor, bro. Which is what happened. So I couldn't stand it in Ragnarok. Infinity War, it depends on where it's placed. You put it in a few spots, okay. But like Thor Ragnarok, that's the whole fucking movie.
Like Iron Man 2 is bad too. Like they didn't change the whole Iron Man 2 and 3 is bad.
Yeah, it's bad. One is the real good.
Only good
One's just a good film, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
One is just a good movie. How they opened up the Marvel Universe was like, yo, we need something. And one it makes sense. It's a good film. The way it's shot is nice. And then after that is where things start to get a little campy.
Yeah.
And I never enjoyed that, but I was down as long as because I'm not like a purist.
I don't like Josh Whedon. I
respect the comment.
That's what I don't like. I don't like Josh Whedon.
I get it. Yeah.
He's not a good writer. I don't like his writing.
He writes? I thought he just directed.
No, he writes those movies.
Oh.
That's why they like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains him.
Yeah, it does explain a lot. Okay. It's like,
Well, I don't know who directed Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Sam Raimi.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My fault. I didn't know that. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Cool concepts. Great visual effects. Acting, nothing to complain about, really. But overall, it's really kind of gimmicky.
What do you want? What was missing?
A really solid tone for what the film was, and commitment and dedication to that, with a less campy vibe to it. See,
this is what I don't like about a lot of the superhero movies is that like they don't want to commit to the idea that they're a superhero movie. Like they don't.
Sometimes you do different shit, and sometimes it just don't. Sometimes it's interesting, but most of the time it's like you didn't need to do that.
It's like they want so bad to be making a movie, just not about superheroes. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, like in X-Men, like the first X-Men, like they're like, what do you want? Yellow spandex? And it was like, yes, I would like to see. I would love to see Wolverine in his yellow suit. Like even they had like the orange suit that he was supposed to wear, the brown one, the yellow and brown, and he never wore that either.
Never wore any of them.
Like it was crazy, and it's like that shit is cool. It's just you have to like you have to make it cool. Like you asked me about directing and shit earlier, like. If you love your story enough and you respect your story enough, it won't look stupid.
Yeah, because you'll put your heart into it and make it work.
Yeah, like
you'll find some way to make it work.
It's not gonna look horrible unless you make it look horrible. Unless you actually don't like. Every time I watch a Batman movie, especially now in like the modern era, like from Christopher Nolan on, I think really it's Dark Knight that did it to me. Like Dark Knight on gives me like this thing where it's like really hard to watch a Batman movie sometimes because like they like to put Batman in the light too much, and at some point it just becomes Batman is a dude walking around in a bat suit, and you're just like
during the day. And with Batman it's even more annoying because it's like want to get the shadow right.
Yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. It's a dude walking around in a bat suit, and it's like. The way usually when they make the Batman movie, they're very respectful to the character and stuff, and they like the character, but like it just the more they make these movies, the more it pulls me out of it because it just looks more and more like this dude is dressed up like a bat. And he's just walking around and shit, and nobody's like freaking out. They're like, this dude is just like nobody's asking him why. Like it's like like he's really walking around like this. You know what I mean? And like when we watched when I watched the last Batman movie, like the costume like ruined like the experience for me so much.
Oh,
because
damn.
like
Okay.
I get it. It's supposed to be like him like year 2 trying to figure shit out, and like maybe his costume and all his gadgets aren't well put together, but like they put him in situations where he just looks not like Batman, but he looks like a dude in a bat suit. You know what I mean? And
I
so
need to
like
watch. Yeah, I gotta see.
There's this thing here for people that don't understand why I have an issue. There's this thing that's called the rule of cool. The rule of cool. That's what it's called. The rule of cool, which is like there's a really good video on YouTube about it, and it goes into like why Star Wars the micro series was really good.
Oh.
And so Star Wars the micro series, like Star Wars the Clone Wars the micro series, is like
the greatest piece of Star Wars fiction that there is.
It really is, to be honest.
Oh my god.
It really is.
And it's a shame.
Like literally
really
anybody can watch it. It's not like regular Star Wars. It's literally
it's
like
shit. It's what Star Wars should be, and it makes the most sense in terms of what the verse is capable of.
Like it's like so the guy who made like Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Laboratory and like Powerpuff Girls and everything, he made
that was Craig McCracken?
No, that's Gendy Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky? I could have sworn Craig McCracken was Powerpuff Girls. Or maybe he was like
no.
Anyway, kidding on. Yeah,
because it's his awesome art style. It's his art style.
Right. Yeah, right.
He also made like Samurai Jack.
Yep.
So like they come to him and they want him to make something for Star Wars that's supposed to go before what was supposed to be the last Star Wars movie, Episode 3. So when you actually get to see Hayden Christensen become Darth Vader, right? And so what they come up with is they're going to make the Clone Wars into like this mini series that they're going to like show on Cartoon Network for like a year and a half or whatever, or however long it takes for the 2 movies to come out. And so like all it is each episode is literally like, I want to say like a minute to 30 seconds long.
Yeah,
sometimes
they're really small. Yeah,
they're like super small episodes.
I would have said like maybe they're 3 minutes, but yeah, super small.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But like each episode is like super dense. It's like super dense and compact with like so much story and action, and like some of them don't have anything. They don't have any dialogue. Some of them, like some episodes have no dialogue,
not a single
and
piece
it's
of dialogue.
all just fucking visual storytelling, right? And why I bring this up is because each one of these things have like, from the sound work to the animation to like the lighting to like just the way the characters are designed and everything. It's just fucking cool. Every single frame. It's like it draws you in. And there's this thing that's called the rule of cool, which is like basically it just like there's something about like when we watch something and it gives us that feeling. It gives us that feeling like this is cool. Like this is awesome. I want to be a part of this. I don't know what this is. You know what I mean? And so this series exemplifies that. And what is funny about it is because like some of the characters that are in the show, like when they appear in later movies and stuff, they get like treated so horribly.
Yeah, bro, like, the way they did Kit Fisto's a shame.
Fucking General Grievous.
Like, well, we saw what happened to General Grievous, but it's like, damn.
Yeah, it's like a night and day difference because like what the vision of the storytelling in that piece of art versus like the rest of the universe is, it doesn't gel together because like one is like exemplifying everything about these characters and then the other just like treats them as like tools to move the story along. and it doesn't, and because there's a lack of respect for the characters in the story, you feel that as the audience, like you in turn don't respect these fucking characters that you're watching.
Yeah.
Like you don't care about them. You know what I mean? So it's like when they make these movies and they make them about comic books, and then it's like they put in lines, or they put in dialogue, or they put in like sometimes just the character, like the costume work is just like horrible sometimes, because it's like they don't actually care about like the story and the and like what actually happens in there, which, you know, a lot of nerds complain about and people don't take seriously, because like, oh, you just complain because it's not like the comic book. Like, I don't read a lot of the comic books, and I know when I'm watching a bad movie though. And like a lot of bad movies come about because the people who are making those movies didn't care about those movies. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I do.
They just didn't give a shit. They don't give a fuck about Doctor Strange.
Bro, understand. Now, like, oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say that's the case of Sam Raimi, because he's like one of those like upper echelon
it wasn't
nerdy
to that,
type
yeah,
people.
It wasn't
like,
to that extent, but it was just like,
yeah, but it's like, yeah,
and that's how Spider-Man 3 was too. Like, we still watched it. It was still
Spider-Man 3 wasn't his fault though. That was a lot of the studio getting interfering into like the making of the movie, and like that's what he said.
Not
like
as,
he said,
not
he
as bad as Spider-Man 3, by the way. Doctor Strange Multiverse. It wasn't that bad. First, so we're clear.
Damn.
It wasn't bad. Yeah.
Just deterring people from seeing.
No, I said it wasn't that bad.
No, I know. I'm saying that was what you're.
Spider-Man 3. Yeah. I'm not saying. I mean, you got to complete the trilogy, so you kind of want to know what happens. I'm just saying you're not going to enjoy it as the first two. Right. But what I was going to say in terms of that, because you're right. If you put the work into it, you respect the characters enough to make sure that they're given the gratitude, that the audience connects with them in a way that will engender that, you're good. Which is, for me, why the greatest thing still that Marvel has done is the Netflix Daredevil series.
Yeah.
And fucking Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse is a fucking masterpiece.
I don't know. Punisher is pretty good. Like season one of Punisher.
Most of the Netflix Marvel series, because none of them are bad. Luke Cage ain't bad. Jessica Jones was good. And it was just because
Iron Fist is bad.
You're right. I'm sorry. Iron Fist was like, but because it connects to the rest, you weren't as mad. And then he was in Defenders, but it was like, what the fuck was happening to Iron Fist? But it's because, like, even though they didn't have the biggest budgets, like everybody was working.
Yeah,
everybody's fucking working to make sure things came out good. And like Into the Spider-Verse, I tell people this all the fucking time. It's a masterpiece. You could put that in a fucking museum. And I tell this every time, Logan, and I'm not exaggerating at all. I mean it subjectively. You can put every single frame of Into the Spider-Verse, and I dare you to go watch it and tell me no. I challenge anybody to tell me no. But you could put any frame of Into the Spider-Verse on the walls of a museum and it'll look and sound and be amazing. You could literally put that entire fucking film in a museum, frame for fucking frame, and it'll be just fucking amazingly immaculate. But when you don't get that level of work, and that would be one thing I would say, because we were talking about like what makes a film great, what doesn't. Like, if you're not putting that level of respect into whatever it is, whether you're dealing with something coming from a book, so you're dealing with or a particular fandom, whether you're creating original piece, if you don't give it the respect and care that it deserves and needs, how do you expect an audience to perceive it that way? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but for Doctor Strange, like, once again, not a bad movie. But like, yeah, it didn't hit for me as much as the first one did. It could be just me. I feel like I connected more to the character in the first one. And in this time, you know, like I would say the first one was, despite the plot going on, was very character driven. Because, you know, everything's happening to Doctor Strange. I didn't like that the ancient one was Tilda, but like Tilda's a great actress. And, you know, they used her, the relationship between him and Baron Mordo. Whereas in this one, it really is more of the plot, and some things fall to the wayside because of it. And the plot is cool. Like, multiverse stuff, really cool concept. But you know how that happens sometimes. Sometimes plot over this character, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Like, was it kind of bloated?
No, I won't say that bad. I won't say that bad bloated, but it's just that because it's so plot driven, like it's kind of like, a train just keep moving forward, and there's like bumps and stuff it has to deal with, but it just keeps trucking.
Yeah, it's just like we're gonna keep going.
Keep it going. and yeah, as funny as it is, straight up, because of the nature of the film and what the plot is, that's kind of how it ended up working. And sometimes plot driven film stuff is cool, but sometimes it's like, I'm disconnected now because I was expecting more from the characters. And if you do go see it, you'll understand what I mean, because you'll see a lot of characters you weren't expecting to pop up. And you're going to be like, okay. Straight up.
No, I saw that. It's like, I saw Patrick Stewart was in it. Like he was in,
that is like, and once again, that's a spoiler.
No, it's not. It was in a trailer.
It was, no, was it?
Yes, it was.
There was a trailer for that?
Yeah.
People be fucking up with trailers. In any case, yeah, man, that's the best way I could put it, because, the plot is what's most important, and they kind of beat that over the head in the film as well. Like, this is what's important, this is what we have to do. And like I said, sometimes it works for certain films, certain, shows, stuff like that. Sometimes you suffer for it.
That's a storytelling problem where, like, the person who's telling the story doesn't let the story breathe into becoming what it's going to become, but they have an idea of what it should be, so it just like,
so they just have it here.
They just have it here, and it never evolves into anything.
Characters do, and when it happens like that, it's like characters do like less interesting stuff sometimes.
Yes,
and like it just happens. Making a good film is hard, because the fact is, what it should be is a meld of, you have a plot, but remember, your plot is not supposed to be told by you or the plot itself. It's supposed to be told by the characters living within the plot itself, so we, the audience, connect.
Right.
So sometimes that doesn't happen, but what you want is a marriage of the two, because you want a plot that's interesting, that makes people want to, what's happening in that film? Ooh. And then you world build utilizing the characters around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have the story progress that way. It should be a really balanced marriage if you want a good film. And hopefully you get a decent budget, or you're very creative. 'Cause hopefully you're just very creative. You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes you get character driven stuff that people connect with, because they're like, ooh, but they're just like, but the rest of this is shit. And then other times you get, plot driven stories where people are like, I can't stop watching because I want to see how the concept plays out. But they're not connecting because the characters are just kind of bland, because, getting the story across is more important than, properly utilizing the characters and telling their stories the right way. And so that's kind of how I feel about Doctor Strange.
Interesting.
And Multiverse of Madness, yeah. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Go see it, though. See for yourself. Once again, it was still fun. It was a very fun movie. I know, and you heard me say that, you're like, it's fun.
I was thinking about just waiting until it comes out on Disney Plus now. Now I'm just like,
Honestly, I do hate to be that guy, because I would never tell anyone not to have a movie theater experience. But yeah, unless you want to see it in 3D or some shit, I imagine that would be cool. But like,
I feel like that would be cool. Like, I thought about doing that. Like, because I didn't see the last Doctor Strange in 3D, and I feel like it'd be cool. No, I didn't. I should.
Oh, I thought you said you did. No, I didn't. But the last one was good.
I saw Doctor Strange at a drive-in movie.
Oh, that's cool though too.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's fun. But I thought Doctor Strange was actually, in terms of like Marvel's movies, one of the better ones. But this one I don't think holds up as well to Doctor Strange. But not as bad as what happened with Wonder Woman versus Wonder Woman 19 whatever. Because it's not like that, but like, because that upset me, because I love Wonder Woman.
Wait, you don't like Pedro Pascal?
It's not about that. Once again. But as we explained, plot versus character, and it's just what the fuck's going on sometimes. But like, it's not as bad as that, because that was like fucking annoying. But like, yeah, it just doesn't live up to the first one for me. Because the first one for me was like a solid 4, but this one's a 3. And that's the gospel truth.
All right, let's get out of here.
Right.
Do you have anything you want to leave the people with, Mitch? No, it's not your outro. It's
I know. I was just doing that. I was gonna like that. Sure, man. Why can't I ever have nice? No, not too much stuff. The conversations we had today, I thought were just kind of like interesting talks for people to listen to. But a serious thing that you touched on was like people really should talk to each other in their relationships. You should find out what's appropriate to you. Yeah. And I'm glad we kind of, in some weird roundabout way, got to what a good film should be.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
It really does. Like, you have to be creative. You have to respect whatever you're working on. Otherwise, we gonna feel that shit. And it's not gonna be good.
Because if you don't respect your movie, you don't respect my time.
Yo. And that's really another good way of putting it. Because you really don't. You didn't care. You was just trying to make bucks. And like, all right, okay, you probably did. You made some money, but you didn't get my respect.
Morbius.
I didn't see that one yet, but is that one?
No, I could tell that was bad.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna give it a fair shake because some people are like, I think it gets a bad rap. Like that's how some people feel about the Eternals.
Some people, I don't understand how y'all watch some of these trailers and don't realize that the movie you're going to is horrible.
I didn't think these trailers. To be honest, it didn't tell you much, and that's for me. That's how I prefer it. I don't want to know everything that's going on.
The trailer looked horrendous.
What?
Like
I thought the trailer was okay.
The first teaser trailer, I was like, "Oh shit, Morbius!" And then I saw the first real trailer. I was like, "Ew!" I was like, "This is not gonna be good." I was like, "Damn, y'all got Tyrese in it. I know this shit sucks."
Y'all leave Tyrese alone. Y'all leave baby boy alone. My man made the Transformers movies, and he ain't gonna tell me nothing else.
I was like, I was like, that man is desperate for bucks, so I know he not in a good movie. Like,
damn, my man, you didn't have to do him like that.
I wish what I would have said was, here, no, I'll let you wrap up. I'm sorry.
No, that was really all I had to say. Okay. And otherwise, everybody just enjoy your night, man.
No, I was gonna say, I wish that what I said when you asked me what a good movie. I wish you would have asked me what a bad movie is, because I gotta tell you what a bad movie is.
No.
Yeah. Like a bad movie is like any movie.
And then you asked me what my worst film was anyway, so we kind of spoke about it.
Yeah, kind of. Any movie that has like Donald or Kiefer Sutherland, I don't like.
That was very, very personal.
No, they be wasting your time. Like they have some terrible fucking movies. Like they're just like father and son. Like you're just like, oh my god, a movie with both of them in it. Avoid. Like
okay. Just, I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind.
Okay, now for Donald Sutherland, it's any movie that has him in it for more than 30 seconds, for more than a minute. I'll give it that. Because like the Italian Job is good and he's in that, but he's only in there for like a minute. Like he's like
in and out, and that's how it should be.
And he dies, and then it's like the rest of the movie is great, even though the movie is basically about him. Like it is great after that. Like you don't, it's fine, right? Any movie that's like, who's another one? Jai Courtney. Fuck that guy.
Jai Courtney?
Yeah, Jai Courtney. The guy that fuck, you're gonna make me look it up again.
No, I'll do it. You just keep talking.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's also like he's in Divergent.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay,
yeah, he's also in.
I didn't think he was bad in Divergent.
He's just bad in. He's always in bad movies.
Well, yeah, Divergent tries to be what Hunger Games is, and the books I imagine are still good, but the movie was lackluster at best. Especially considering how well the Hunger Games did, and because I like the Hunger Games films, so like I know you don't, but Divergent, it was cool to watch for a little bit, and then I was just like,
who's the guy
seems
that
to be
plays,
a lot of post-apocalyptic?
Who's the guy
shit
that plays Jake Sully in Avatar? He's another one.
Oh, I forget his name.
Yeah, he was also
a Terminator.
He also be in bad movies all the time.
The new Terminator he was in. Yeah. Oh man, what's his name?
I got one more too. I got like a list of
Sam
people.
Worthington.
Sam Worthington. I have like a list of people in my head that like when I see them on screen, I just avoid the fucking movie.
So like, don't waste my time if this person's in the film.
My time. Yeah, he was like in what was it, Wrath of the Titans? And that movie was garbage.
Yeah.
That movie was hot
and
garbage.
mind you, older people who have seen the original Clash of the Titans are like, oh, I remember this film. So my dad was like, That's all he needs. He's not going to elaborate, but like, I was like, yeah, what you think? He's like, you know,
he's a very kind man.
He's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you see in the original, and maybe it's just because of the time when that came out and how much more it meant to people. So this remake it didn't have that kind of impact. So like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Not to mention it really was just kind of, hey, you're a god now, half god. No build up, no character development. We got to get shit done. Go. Kill this monster. You killed this monster. Save the girl. Make out with her. You guys are good now. That's the new one.
That I have like one other person that I remember. Oh, I know. He's from the movie The Box. Look up the movie The Box.
Yeah, I'm on it right now. The Box. What's in the box?
Yeah.
What's in the box?
He's another one.
All right, The Box, 2009 film.
He was also in Great Gatsby.
Cameron Diaz?
No. The Gift. It's called The Gift. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
The Box is with Cameron Diaz and Cyclops.
James Marsden.
Oh.
Cyclops. Yeah, that's.
He's
fair.
always going to be Cyclops.
He's always going to be Cyclops. Yeah,
he looks
fair.
like Cyclops.
He does. And that's good for him because I don't like really any of the new Cyclopses, but James Marsden,
he
like
looks
that
like
motherfucking Cyclops.
Yeah.
That motherfucking Cyclops. Like, not at all. The Gift, 2009 supernatural thriller with Cate Blanchett, Giovanni Ribisi, Keanu Reeves.
Nah, I'm fucking up.
Katie Holmes.
No, that's not it.
I'm doing my best here, man.
I know, I'll tell you. No, it's a newer movie.
Oh, newer? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I looked up the old one.
I don't know how I got it.
Because
right
I looked
here.
up the old one. I figured it was the old one.
The
So I
fuck
see
you
one that came
doing
out in
over there?
2015.
Joel Egerton. Him. That's another one. Joel Egerton.
Oh, the kid in fucking The Kingsman?
No, not Eggsy.
Oh, okay, my fault.
This
Wrong
is
dude.
going
Wrong dude. You're right. My
downhill
fault.
so
My
hard.
fault. Yeah, so bad. You're right. Not all white people look the same. I don't think that at all. So,
thinking Eggsy looks like this. Oh my god.
Yo. No, I didn't. I was just like making the joke.
If you're not googling at home along with us, this is
no. I was just
funny.
making the joke. But like, yeah, they don't look alike at all. Actually, they kind of bear a little bit in the upper regions of the face, but that's about it.
No,
like slightly. It's slight. It's real slight.
God,
it's real slight.
These two men do not look the same at all. Anyways, listen. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna read you off the movies that Joel Egerton is in. Okay,
bro. They kind of have they just like the cheek structure.
The Gift. What is it? Bright.
Exodus, you didn't like Bright?
Exodus, Gods and Kings.
I didn't see that. I still like Bright though.
Red Sparrow. These are all bad movies.
I haven't seen Red Sparrow.
The Great Gatsby. He was in. Great Gatsby is also a bad movie. It's a bad movie.
I wouldn't say bad, but
not the best movie.
It is just a lot of glitz and glamour. You can't, because it's based off the book, so they didn't get it wrong. But what's funny? The way they shot it is weird.
You know what's funny? He's in episode 3 of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, right. He's the dad.
The uncle.
Yeah, the uncle. Whatever.
He's in episode 2 also. Like that was a thing. Like he wasn't just like thrown in there. Like it's like he's actually
when Anakin first came back, when he found his mom.
There's so many
when
bad
he killed all
movies
those raiders. My man killed all them raiders.
King Arthur. Like there's so many bad movies. He's in the Thing remake. Like Jesus.
So damn,
Christ.
you just like avoid these. You're not even saying avoid these directors or films. You're just like, if these actors are in the film, it's probably a waste of time.
Yes, it's probably a waste of your time.
Bro.
Look at I would watch. I'm gonna let y'all go, but like, look at this shit.
I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, I just need y'all to understand.
Yeah.
Before y'all leave, I just need y'all to understand.
Jack
right?
Courtney. This is fuck.
No, I saw him.
Yeah, look at this shit. Look at it. Watch when I do his movies. Look at this. I have never even heard of half of this shit. Like he was in Suicide Squad.
Didn't know. He was in Jack Reacher.
I Frankenstein, Insurgent, the A Good Day to Die Hard. That movie was garbage, hot garbage. Terminator Genesis, horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Oh my god, so many bad movies. Oh my goodness, he was not in Birds of Prey. I don't know what they're talking about.
Birds of Prey, the
Harley Quinn movie.
I don't know. Actually, yeah, no, I don't know.
I think he got mentioned, but he wasn't in it.
I liked Birds of Prey, but I don't think it was a good movie.
I liked Birds of Prey because I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was different than the other like DC movies.
No, it was different and I did like it, but I don't think it was good film because it seemed like they were using the fact that the women were all leads as a gimmick and playing off of that rather than just letting the story breathe. But in order for me to like the film, I'd be like, all right, let that go and just enjoy the fact that that Journey Smollett is on screen and she's just fucking beautiful and a great actress. And then,
she weirds me out a little bit like her brother.
Well, that's honestly probably because of her brother, not because of her. You haven't even probably heard anything about Journey.
Maybe it's just that family.
You haven't even probably heard anything about Journey. Just like, she related to Jussie?
I feel like, it's like there's something like
baby.
And she opens her mouth like really wide when she like starts crying. I should be like, at the hell.
No, she will. I love it, man. That's her cry face, bro.
I love it to
death. But no, she was in Lovecraft County and like amazing. She's always doing good work to me. And once again, I still did like that film. It did seem like they like made it gimmicky and could have, did things in a better way. I don't think it's bad, but like I only really liked it because Journey and because of what it like meant and what they were doing. Also, the actress that plays Huntress, really good. Like her name.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I love her.
Bro, that woman works. Like, and I love the choreo. She does fight choreo, all that shit. Like, so I like that. So, but other than that, I didn't really think it was a good movie though. I just thought it was nice to look at.
I can see how somebody would say it's not a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fault somebody. I liked it. I had a good time watching that movie.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I like most out of the movie? I do like Harley Quinn in that movie, like the action sequences that she's in, but I really like Ewan McGregor being Black Mask. He's like good. He's so good in that movie.
But I mean, it's just Ewan, bro. Like, you're right.
So
He's just so good.
Movie.
Like, that's what he does. The fact he pulled that shit off, that's not even how Black Mask works, but Ewan McGregor just pulled the character off.
It was like his, like I loved it.
That was his, like I don't know who that was because I wasn't fucking Black Mask, but like.
But he does that little spin, he goes, woo!
Because they definitely didn't keep that character accurate at all, but Ewan McGregor played the shit out of the role. So I was like, all right. I was like, I don't know who you are, but yeah, I want to see you get fucked up, you evil son of a bitch. What the fuck wrong with you? It's Ewan though. Like, we can't hate Obi-Wan. We all know that's what it really is. That's all it really is, bro.
He don't be in that many bad movies, to be honest.
He don't. But we all, even if he was, we don't hate Obi-Wan. So what are we really gonna do if he wasn't a bad film?
He's so good being like Obi-Wan too. Like I know there's like a movie coming out, a show coming out, but like he's really good doing that because like when you watch those movies, he's like. What is he, like 28 in those movies? And he looks like 45. Like, for the longest time, I was like, I would watch Star Wars. And then, like, I would watch, what is the movie? He did The Island. That's what he did after that. It was like a double feature movie. He did The Island, where he's like a clone or whatever. And he looks like he's 30 or something in the movie. I'm like, wait a minute, this man is not that old. Like I saw him in Star Wars. He's like old as shit. Why does he look like this? And he's just like young as fuck in that movie. And now he's like at the age that he looks in fucking Star Wars back then.
Right, naturally.
And he still barely doesn't even look like that. Like they had to make him look older with the hair and makeup.
Yes.
And dude's genes is good.
Facts. Just doing whatever he like.
Dude is ageless.
As he please. I fucks with it.
Anyways, if you like the show, please share the show. If you're having a good time with us, we have a group chat. So you guys should ask about the group chat and like join the group chat. Like do that shit. That's how I know nobody listens to the end of the show because I'll be like, I put all the stuff in the end and nobody does it.
Maybe we'll talk about it at the beginning next time.
Don't see movies with any of the people that I had named. No offense to those people, but like y'all
offense to those people.
They make garbage movies. What the fuck am I going to do about it? Anyways, have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good drive to work. Have a good whatever you're doing. Just have a good one. Say bye to the people, Mitch. Nice. I've been your host, Logan, and this is the Milk and Toast Podcast, episode 51, and we're out. Bye.